This day in law, October 9, 2012, the Commonwealth versus Sandusky case sentenced Jerry Sandusky to a minimum of 30 years to a maximum of 60 years in prison. Jerry Sandusky was the assistant coach for Pennsylvania State University's football team. For 15 years, he coached the Nittany Lions, one of the most beloved collegiate teams in the Big Ten Conference. In 1977, he founded the Second Mile, a charity to aid disadvantaged youth. In November 2011, Sandusky was indicted on 52 accounts of child molestation. The first survivor to come forward was Aaron Fisher. Fisher met Sandusky when he was 12 years old, and this is when the abuse began. At the time, Sandusky was volunteering as an assistant football coach at Central Mountain High School. Following Fisher, several other survivors came forward, sharing information such as Sandusky's assault locations, the Penn State student locker room, Lash football building on Penn State's University Park campus, Sandusky's car, and even his basement. There were at least 20 different assaults accounted for while Sandusky was a Penn State employee. During the 3-year investigation of Sandusky's assaults, it was discovered that 3 Penn State officials, school president Graham Spanier, vice president Gary Schultz, and athletic director Tim Curley were privy to Sandusky's actions, yet they failed to report them to the authorities. They were charged with perjury, and in June 2017, all 3 were sentenced to jail terms, fines, and probation for the misdemeanors. Moreover, their Penn State employment contracts were dismissed. Additionally, the Penn State Board of Trustees hired a private investigator and found out that Joe Paterno, head coach of the football team for 45 years, was also aware of the child sexual abuse. As a result, he was stripped of his coach title and was dismissed from the team altogether on November 9, 2011. The Sandusky scandal also led to the National Collegiate Athletic Association sanctioning the Penn State football team with a $60 million fine, scholarship reductions, a 4-year postseason ban, and a vacation of all victories from 1998 to 2011. As for Jerry Sandusky, the jury decided he was guilty on 45 of the 48 accounts against him. Upon that decision, Judge John Cleland revoked Sandusky's bail. So on October 9, 2011, Jerry Sandusky was declared a sexual predator per Megan's Law, which is the federal law stating that law enforcement is required to make the list of registered sex offenders available to the public. Although his sentencing of 30 to 60 years seems minimal, Sandusky's age infers that he will be in jail for life.